See, that's how the crystalline structures are in space, above the moon, above Earth, above everywhere. Space is made like that. Check it out, that's what's left of the, they delete everything, they make it look like it was on stars, and a quick job. But then they left all this information. Look at that. There is no star that can look like that. Look at that. What that is, well, those are fingers and fingernails. Those are hands. That's all there is. The next one, like that. And then another one going this way. That's how this thing is. That's the geometry that is prevalent on all of these deals. So look at the right there. Look at the vertical tube. Look how far down it goes and up. It was deleted, but half-assed. They did a half-assed job with that. See? Just the damn camera can know. There you go. But it's not the only one. There's so many others. These are all crystalline structures. They did a heck of a deletion for not good enough to make it look like it's all black and shit. So now check this out. What I'm gonna show you is something in that image that is amazing. Look, the crystalline deal even goes up here. Check it out. Look at this. Look at in the dark areas. It's in the dark. Any part that is dark is gonna show those structures. Look. It's gonna show them because that's how is everything. Look at that. Look, you can see what I was explaining right there. They go into the surface of the moon. Look at that. Boom, boom. And still looking at them. Now look at this deal. This is incredible. Look at this deal right here. That is floating. That thing is not touching the ground. It's floating. This deal right here. It's a fingernail. Oh my goodness, look at that. In fact, it's part of a hand, but it's crystalline and it's floating. It's not touching the ground. It's not touching the walls of the hole. Well, it does and it doesn't. It's crystalline and it's visible. Check it out because it's in the dark area. They forgot to erase that. That's the first one I see one of these like that. Look at that. In the crater area. Look at that. They must to have a program that delete things randomly in black parts. I remember how the programmer in my company was explaining to me how the algorithm worked, how they choose the on and off thing, how you choose the 001, 0010010100. It's binary code, but look at this, they messed right here. It's not perfect. Like I said, the type of programming that does these things create deals. There's not to be some heck of a programming. It might be simple, but incredibly complex when you start adding layers and layers and layers and trillions of layers. Because this thing goes in every direction and it's perfect. It doesn't miss in anywhere. Look at that. The socket is not touching you cannot see it attached to the ground. It's floating. It's not any craft from it. It's a crystalline structure, but it's very visible. Like I say, that's the same thing as this one above that look like a freaking, look at that. It's the same thing. Look, there's another one there that is not touching the ground. Right there, look, that one. And you see the Y2 vertical? These are it's in columns, it's organized perfectly. And see how it perfectly goes up and up and up. Of course, the picture is only so big, but you can see that they are in columns. And here you can see it again, right there. Look, you can see the column right there, clear. Look at that. Exactly like I was saying. See? And it keeps going and going and going into the surface of that moon. Look, it's another one that just appeared because it was randomly deleted. See, look, and you can see the line right there going into the moon. Look, right there. You can see the line right there going into the moon. Check it out. And the other one too. See, look, right there. Look, right there. Right there. Right what I say would be. So there's the two. Just like I say, is you have to really think. This deal is not easy to study unless you know how the deal works. You will never know. And that's what I think the so-called investigator, they just don't know. They have no clue. Look at that. A clump of structures there that were not deleted correctly. And look at the edge, you can see, look at that. You can see even brighter pieces. at the edge of the image. But when you look at the next image, it's missing several images. That's the thing. That's another thing that these dumbasses don't look into. So it's like Soho. Look, there's another piece right there. Look, one right there, and there's another one up here. 3 of them, very big and bright. And then look. They just think that this is just, another day in the office. No, it's not. Look at that. Oh, I would have a lot of questions for those asses in NASA. NASA asses. For Neil deGrasse, black dude that think he's funny and he's smart and all this and that. When I start talking about remakers of Saturn, he's gonna cringe. Say, oh, no, I don't know nothing about it. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. Stupid son of a bitch, you know everything and you just lying. Look at that, right there. Doesn't know any UFO shit. Those are all crystalline structures. Look, that's all there is. No one sees, oh, look at that. Oh, they're all over the place. And you can see where they touch the ground and go from the ground up. Look at that. I mean, what else do you want, man? Look. And these are the images that they posted. Imagine the one they didn't post. Like the astronaut imitation, Dr. Berggren show from Apollo 12. Oh boy. I need to look at what image number was that one, if he had one. I don't think he posted the image number. I know that was a revelation. When I heard it, I saw and heard that, what he said, whoa, Pete Conrad wouldn't be alive. That was Pete. He had a big old tube sticking into his chest from the ground also. That wasn't any Pete. That was an imitation created by the moon surface. So the moon is a living thing because it's a part of the consciousness. These crystalline things can create instant things right there. Oh, a UFO, no, it came from the fabric of this reality. It's a display, a demonstration. Well, there you have it.